Good evening, sir. Yesterday we have understood what are the different properties are required for a good conductive material. It may be mechanical strength, it may be higher conductivity, it may be lower resistivity, it may be ductile property, it may be non-brittleness, it may be chemical resistance, it can be thermal conductivity, it may be alpha. So several properties are there. Yesterday we have learnt. So in all applications, all properties are not required in a single material, but depending upon the situation, depending upon the applications, surroundings, operations, service conditions, some properties are very essential. Those may be ductile, it may be conductivity, it may be resistivity, it may be ductile, it may be solderability. Some properties are there. So today we have to discuss the difference between copper and aluminium. It is well known fact that copper has high conductivity and low resistivity. It has excellent mechanical strength and free from oxidation, that is better immunity from oxidation and better corrosion resistance and observation. It can be drawn, it can be machined, it can be rolled. Some properties copper has. There is no such material is available to replace the copper. Copper can replace copper only. So annealed high conductivity copper can be used for windings in general. Then hot drawn wires are also used in electrical machines. As wire increases, mechanical strength also increases. So copper is known as a coil. Coil means copper. Hence, but this availability of copper may 30 to 40 years, as of one of analysis shows that next 30 to 40 years copper is available at the present rate of consumption. So now we have to see some of the comparative analysis of aluminium as well as copper. So density of copper 8900, aluminium 2700. Melting point in degree centigrade, copper has high 1083, but aluminium has little bit lower 660 degree. Thermal conductivity in degree centigrade, that is around 350 for copper, 200 for aluminium. Almost all nearer to that, resistance coefficient and resistivity nearly having the same. This is the one of the table it is required. If question comes, give the comparative analysis for copper and aluminium. It is well known required practice. So as earlier pointed, copper is available another 30 to 40 years. After depletion, we have to go for select of another conducting material. So aluminium is the best choice. It is in second place, which has nearer to the copper properties, but only has some drawbacks. One is mechanical strength, another one is less ductile property. Due to this, it cannot be obtained in machine required wires, fine wires. That is only drawback. So how the aluminium can fulfill the copper properties that this analysis shows? We can conductor a material having length L meter, area A meter square, resistivity and mass density G. So you consider copper loss. Copper loss in winding of machine, it is given by I square into R watts, equation 1, where I is the magnitude of current in ampere, R is the resistance of the winding, ohms. Then current density equal to I divided by A. Getting the idea? I divided by A. Then you replace the current value. Current equal to current density into A square into R. R, it is also equal to resistivity rho into L divided by A. You replace the R value. Then we are going to get the equation 2 as shown in figure. Copper loss per unit volume, it is also known as specific copper loss. That should be above equation 2 represents copper loss. Now copper loss per unit value. Hence equation 2 divided by volume of copper, that is length into area, that what equation 3 shows. Then copper loss per unit mass by considering the density G, this value. So equation 4 represents. Here main observation is that specific copper loss varies directly proportional to resistivity. Directly proportional to resistivity. As the resistivity increases, copper loss increases. And inversely proportional to mass density. It is the one. Remember. Now in general, average temperature of conductors in electrical machine reaches 75 degrees centigrade. At this temperature, the resistivity of copper is 0.021 into 10 to the power of minus 6 ohm meter. That of aluminium resistivity 0.034 into 10 to the power of minus 6 ohm meter. Hence, we shall take the ratio of resistivity aluminium to copper, that is 0.034 divided by 0.021. We are going to get 1.62. But it gives the idea, the copper loss of aluminium equal to 1.62 times copper loss of copper. Getting the idea? Copper loss of aluminium must be equal to 1.62 times copper loss of copper. Hence the rating of machine determined by the temperature rise. Therefore, current rating of machine with using aluminium as a conductor equal to 0.78 times of machine using the copper conductor. Hence, by using the aluminium as a conductor or winding, it reduces 22%. It reduces the 22% of output or current. Current rating of aluminium conductor, if you are using the aluminium as the conductor, it can reduce the reduction of rating by 22%. For the same loss or same length of conductor, aluminium conductor needs 1.62 times of copper. That means there is an increase of space factor. If we can use the aluminium as a winding conductor material, then required area will be equal to 1.62 times of copper. And there is an increment of 60% of space factor. Hence, here the two slots have been known. If copper used as a winding material, if aluminium used as a winding material, keeping the width of slot as the same, increase in area can be met by increasing the depth of slot. It can be observed in aluminium winding, figure number 1. So here in copper winding, depth of slot may be equal to 1 meter. In aluminium, it may be equal to 1.6 times of copper. This is the understanding. So similarly, we can go for, if round conductors of aluminium is used, then required size of wire should be equal to 1.27 times that of copper wire. It is the understanding. Hence, by keeping the copper as standard, what are the changes occurs in aluminium? Then this table gives cost, copper is 1, then cost of the aluminium reduces by 0.49. Cross section, if copper wire 1, then required of copper, that is the 1.62 times. If diameter of copper is 1, then requirement of aluminum 1.27. It will give the comparison, complete comparison of copper and aluminium. How it is nearer, how it is strong, how it is weak. It is weaker in breaking strength. Copper has the 1, then 0.64, that is less mechanical strength. Then you discuss the few properties of aluminium. Aluminium is already in use, but its use is limited to certain conditions. So it was started, the application of aluminium as a conductor in machines in Germany 1914 to 18. It was observed the performance of machine is very competent with the copper as a conductor material. So the winding requires more space, that is only disadvantage, because already we know that comparison of copper, comparison of aluminium, it requires more area, hence more number of slots are required to accommodate the aluminium windings. That is the one disadvantage. It is also used in the induction motor up to power rating of 100 kilowatts. Aluminium conductors are used. Generally, we can use bars, aluminium bars, but it is case of squirrel cage winding, we can use as a fabricated by brazing and slot bars with end caps. So here the main understanding is aluminium conductors are used as a bars in squirrel cage induction motor. It can be used up to 100 kilowatt. Then next development, silicon alloy. Silicon aluminium alloy can be used for different types of windings, and later on development of curing molten aluminium, die cast aluminium is also used in the windings. Aluminium is also used in stator windings, that is called super enameled aluminium, because to modify the weaker properties, it may be ductile, it may be mechanical strength, you modify little bit by alloying process. Aluminium is also used in case of transformers, but round conductors or windings are not used. Foil type windings are permitted. At present, the tank construction instead of steel tank are preferable. Now at present rate, it is mainly used in tank construction instead of steel tank, because it reduces the stray load losses. This is very useful. Similarly, you can discuss cadmium and other 2-3 alloys of the copper. Copper is not fulfill all the applications. In certain applications, certain properties are required. Hence, alloying process is done, but the conductivity is one criteria. Along with conductivity, to increase the thermal conductivity, to increase the chemical resistance, to increase the heat resistance, to increase the ductile property, some alloying things have been added. So you can see some alloys of copper also. Thank you to one and all.